Chuck, you're a little choppy getting in there tonight, but it sounds like you're fading fast. So I'm glad the storm isn't sweeping you away. It's KD8SL.
Like 10 o'clock or so. I'm ready. Excuse me. So, yep, I'm going to be in and out. Have a good night. And take care. Before rising.
W8WKY.
And there was a word from our sponsor. All right there, Chuck. Andy got you on the list. He must be listening. Thanks for stopping by. You stay dry there, buddy. Next time you see Wade, slap him on the back of the head for me, if you would, please. Reach up there and slap him on the back of the head. Take care of yourself there, Chuck. KD8SLG, clear with WB4AIZ.
Unfortunately, I won't see him this month. He's got he and his wife are doing that first Friday of the month. Have razzing me about, number one being matter. I mean, number one is his wife. And I guess the hand radio has to take second.
I don't know that.
Has to take second fiddle. So I'll find a different way of meeting before I see clear.
K8YUK testing.
Yeah. KEYUK, KD8SLG. Sounds terrible, Lucy. Stay off the air tonight. Just kidding. Sounds fine. KD8SLG.
thanks. If I hold it like this, is it any better? What are you doing?
Don't do that.
Listen, I'm on a roll tonight. We couldn't hear anything. We just assumed that the pre-show had started. So Josh asked if Echolink was on my phone, and I don't know. So I turned on my phone, and just force of habit, I pulled up and just hit transmit. He was like, "What are you doing?" So we had to but we fixed it. Mosley. Don't fire us, FCC. You can't anyway, but don't come get us, please. We're already in enough trouble as it is.
All right, everyone, wait for the girl. KD8SLG, standing by.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, it's that time of the night. Time for the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet. First thing, I got to read a couple things. We'll get this show moving. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet. This is Mike, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a directed net, and all traffic must go through net control. If there's any priority emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Okay, we don't have any at this time, which is good. The net is on the following. The Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater on 147.39 with a positive offset, and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node of 48.496, and the Echolink connection of Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee-R. Okay, before we get going, we have to do the ever popular Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's begin with Nick at Night. KE8QKO. Mr. Nick, are you there?
KE8QKO. Good evening, Mike, and good evening, everyone on the net. Yes, sir, I'm here, and I'm standing by for the starter net. With that, sir, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
Okay, Nick, you sound fine. Sounds like you're all ready to go. Next is me, and I'm here, and I'm sure I sound like me. Okay, let's go and talk to Just Nick. KD8SLG. Just Nick.
KE8QWE, this is KD8SLG, present and accounted for, sir. And you sound fine tonight, Mike. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Okay, Nick, you sound perfect. Of course, I sound like myself. Okay, I'll go ahead and clear with KD8SLG. KD8EPC, the Sasquatch of Medina. Are you there?
KQWE and the pre-show. This is KD8EPC. We're here, ready, present, accounted for, and have no responsibilities tonight. So we'll be standing by for the net.
Okay, that sounds good. You sound fine. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD8EPC. Okay, from the land of snow and maple syrup, and snow is coming his way here in the next couple of months. AB8MO. Andy, are you there?
Yeah, my whole evening is kind of discombobulated right now, but I'm here, and I think, my amplifier is doing goofy stuff now. It's acting like one of the capacitors is failing because there's a buzz on when I run the amp on HF. So, not sure why, but I'm here, as Nick says, present and accounted for. Just finished up conjuring up a trivia question, which is why I'm behind on NetLogger. But everybody, Eric, you will be checked in as soon as I'm done transmitting. Everybody who's on NetLogger is on the list. And left a couple spots open so anybody checking in on RF can get in as well. Back to you there, Mike. KE8, let's see, yeah, KE8QWE. This is ABHMO.
Okay, Andy, you sound fine. Yeah, preamp, it's not uncommon to go buy a brand new part and have it fail relatively soon. I've been down that road before. So, in any event, I'm sure that you will get the thing fixed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with AB8MO. I'm going to go ahead and run down who I have on the list, and then we'll start taking additional check-ins. Okay, we have Whiskey 3 ETB. This is Eddie. Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, hi, Mike. How are you doing today? Actually, it's how are you doing tonight? Anyway, yes, I will be sticking around, so you can count. I'll turn it back over to you so you can get on with the list. WCATB.net.
Okay, Eddie, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey 3 ETB. Let's go to KE8 TQR. Keith, hello.
KE8QWE, KE8TQR. Good evening, Mike. Sounds like you're going to have a good night tonight. Good evening to everyone else. And, yeah, I'll be sticking around for as long as I can, so you can put me in there. KE8TQR.
W8WKY.
Okay, Keith, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Okay, over to Akron. Lucy, KE8YUK. Hello.
Good evening, everybody. YUK. We are sticking around because we're early on the list, right? Cool. So I'll be sticking around. That's it. KE8YUK. Through the net.
Okay, I'll go ahead and clear with KE8YUK. Let's go to Josh, KE8VKA. I imagine he's going to be here for the entire net, too.
Good evening, Mike. This is KE8VKA. Yep, I'll be sticking around as well. Looking forward to it. Nick, here, QKO. Talk to y'all soon.
Okay, Josh, that sounds good. Glad to have you and Lucy on our net. You always make it fun. So I'll go ahead and clear with KE8VKA. Whiskey Bravo HCXO. Mike, hello. Okay, Mike, you know the thing I worked IT from 84 through 2015, and I learned one thing. Technology is a great thing until it quits. That is my take on the whole thing, so welcome to our net. Okay, let's go down to Tulsa. Let's talk to Kelly, which is KC0LRM. Hello, Kelly.
That's a good question. All right, now let's get on down the list there. Y'all all have a good one up there. Let's get back on down the list here and be clear.
Kelly, just one quick question. Are you going to be here for the entire net? Over.
Oh, yeah, I'll be sticking around for the big show. Not a problem. I'll be here. Thanks, get.
Okay, that sounds good. So go ahead and clear with KZ0LRM. Let's go to Tulsa and talk to Robert. KG5 MQQ. Hello, Robert.
Good evening. I've been listening to Ray, K5CFY, talk about you for a long time now, and I thought I'd check in and listen for a little bit.
Okay, Robert. Well, welcome to our net. Are you going to be here for the entire net and do trivia? Over.
No, not tonight, but I think I'll check back. I got some other activities I need to engage myself in, but this looks interesting, and I'll be back. Thank you, KG5MQQ.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and clear with KG5MQQ. Let's go to AI5Q. Hello there, Jura.
Well, good evening, Andy, and everybody else on the net. AI5Q here. I had a fairly long day with lots of drive time involved. I think I'm just going to listen to the net and drift off into La La Land as it goes. So don't call on me. Just mark me as in and out. But I'm here listening to the pre-show, and I'll at least listen to the question, but don't count on me answering when my turn comes up, because I'm probably going to be fast asleep at that point, and it'll be well deserved after today's activities. So appreciate you being out there, and I think I called you AVA-MO, and I'm sorry. That's not my intent. It's KEAQWE. I know better. I just got Andy was just talking a second ago, so I sort of got sidetracked. Anyway, back over to you, net control from AI5Q.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm not insulted at all to be associated with Andy. He is a great guy. So, hey, you go ahead and have a good night and get some rest. I'll go ahead and clear with AI5Q. Okay, let's go up to Medina and talk to Uncle Fred. KE8QFT. Hello, Fred.
Well, hello there, I am afraid that, oh, geez, I got this cough tonight and don't feel real good, and therefore I'm going to take a rare in and out. So, nice hearing everybody. Got to watch the Browns. I called off today. I was informed by my sister, today was National Call Off of Work Day, and I did that. And, oh my God, yeah, I needed it. And I'll catch you all later. Y'all have a good night and take care now. KE8QFT, back to net control.
Okay, Fred, that sounds good. Hope that you get to feeling better. There's a lot of allergies and things going on right now. So I'll go ahead and clear with KE8QFT. Okay, we have Eric in Strongsville. KE8VZA. Hello, Eric.
KE8QWE, this is KE8VZA. Hi there, Mike. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I will be sticking around for the net. I'm looking forward to it. KE8VZA, back to you, Mike.
Okay, Eric, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8VZA. Let's go see what Mark is up to. KG4SCK. Hello, Mark.
Well, hello there, Mike and everybody. Well, tonight I am truly in Kentucky on Echolink, so apologies if I sound faint.
Yes, I will be sticking around for trivia. Looking forward to it. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and I'll give it back to Prenet Control, KG4CK.
Well, Mark, you sound fine. Your Echolink is working great. So now go ahead and clear with KG4SCK. Let's go talk to Tom. Looks like KE8MNT. Hello, Tom.
Well, good evening. This is KA8MNT. I don't think I'm going to be sticking around. I'm still pretty weak from last Friday, and so I'm going to have to get my beauty sleep tonight. I just wanted to pop in and say 7-3s, everybody, and say right now I'll be clear. KA8MNT.
Okay, Tom. Well, have a great night. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8MNT. Okay, let's see what Chris is up to. KD2HCE. Hello, Chris.
I'll let the carrier drop there. KD2HCE. Hi, everybody. Still got COVID. Still testing positive. That's probably Nick. Nope, somebody else. No, it was Nick. Hi, Nick. Oh, no, I didn't give Fred the call. I've been home. Lisa and I have been home. We haven't even been, we scurried out to go get some essentials, and, we had, masks on, and we were like rats. We scurried out to the store, in the afternoon when nobody was there, scurried back home, and we've been home. That's it. It's it's horrible. I don't wish this on anybody. And if anyone who knows my voice, it's not here yet. But there's no temperature, no fever, no nothing. I'm not using the FM dial on the thermometer anymore, but it's just not leaving yet. So I'm going to be in and out, and hopefully everybody's doing well. KD2AC back to net and going the other way.
Okay, Chris, I hope that you get to feeling better. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD2HCE. I better ID this thing before the FCC comes knocking on my door. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey Kilo, Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
All right, we'll join KC8FQV. That's King Charles 8, Fox Queen Victor.
Okay, well, we picked up KC8FQV. Hello, Mark.
Yeah, I did an hour and a half sleep just now, or an hour and 40 minutes, or maybe 2 hours it was. It could have been 2 hours. But, not a lot here happening. But I know there was a Hamfest day, but I didn't get over. But that's that. Just another day. I was just thinking about, you go to the gas station, you just pay with a credit card, because now I've been getting McDonald's, and I have been getting free things. A lot of times I get the large fry, any size fries. It'll be free sometimes. I have the app, and I see they email me all the purchases I do. But funny, going in there, just saying a number already paid for. like going to the store, self-checkout. What's going to happen? We don't got no one working. How are people going to buy stuff if no one can be working because they don't want to or whatever? But, yeah, I don't know. So we'll send it back to Nite, KCFQV.
Okay, Mark, I would imagine you're going to be here for the entire net. Over.
Yeah, I will be. There's only one thing that will occur, anything, is sawing logs, and happen on logs, they die. But the only thing would be if I fall asleep. So, KCFQV.
Okay, Mark, yeah, you sound tired, so I'll go ahead and clear with KC8FQV. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, Phil and Canal Fulton. Hello, Mike, and all the other people that are on the net.
Okay, I picked up Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Phil, hello.
Hello, Mike. I just want to say hello to everyone and hope everyone's doing well. It looks like you got a good group going through. I was just picking up some of the traffic off of my cell phone, and thanks to BXO, and I just thought I'd get on the rig and say hello to everyone. I've been kind of laying back today and getting some rest, which I think I'm going to continue doing. Weather's getting a bit chilly out and damp over here down in Canal Fulton, so I'm just trying to stay healthy and try to enjoy the moments when my eyes are open. Anyway, hopefully everyone's doing well, and I'm grateful to hear the fellowship going on. I'm going to stand by and listen to the traffic. I have none to contribute outside of saying hello to you guys. So God bless everyone, and 73's back to net control. Michael, you're doing a great job, buddy. WV3K is going to be clear. Thank you.
Well, Phil, I would like to thank you for the flowers, and I hope that you could get to feeling better and get some sleep. So we'll go ahead and clear with Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Here is Kilo Bravo 8 Lima November Kilo. This is Ron in Orville, KB8LNK. I'll be in and out tonight. Good evening.
Okay, I picked up KB8LNK. Ron, I hope that you have a great night and a great week. I'll go ahead and clear with KB8LNK. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, please. Well, looks like things are slowing up a little bit tonight, but that's okay. Some nights we get an awful lot of people, sometimes we don't. So I know that I am tired, and I'll be glad when my shift is over. So if you'd like to join us tonight for the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Julia Bravo, Matt, Tulsa, Oklahoma. So what time?
Okay, we picked up AF5JB. Hello, Matt.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody else out on the net. Just want to check in and say hi to everyone. Have a pretty good weekend. Got my chores done, pick up my laundry and everything done, and went out of town and saw a couple of friends of mine, and everybody's really good up there. Up there towards Grand Lake area, and I go back to the Tulsa about about 2 o'clock this morning. So it was a good time, and it's worth it. It had quite a round of storms around this area too. Quite a bit of lightning. Not much as far as severe weather, just some mainly hail. But other than that, it had a birthday back on the 14th, and I'm 44 now, so I survived another year. But I had a good time, and drove back to the house and had a beer and went to bed. It's my Saturday night, and just kind of took it easy today. So that's about it. You guys out there have a good safe week. 73. Always good to hear you guys, and thanks for having me on, and see y'all next time. And this is AF5JB, Matt, the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma, back to Negatro. Thanks once again, and see y'all next time.
Okay, Matt. Well, I hope that you have a great night and a great week. I'll go ahead and clear with AF5JB. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo 5, Oscar Sierra Bravo, K5 OSB, Lloyd and Tulsa. Check in on
Kilowatt Delta 8, Romeo Whiskey X-Ray Portable in Wadsworth. Scott.
Could the last caller please come back? Look, Andy was able to get that. I believe he did. Could the last caller please come back with their call sign, please?
Kilowatt Delta 8, Romeo Whiskey X-Ray, KD8RWX, Scott. Portable, I'm in Wadsworth right now.
That sounds good. Thank you much. I'll go ahead and we got K5 OSB, which is Lloyd. Hello, Lloyd.
catching me there. I just wanted to be in and out tonight. Hope you all have a good night. I'm sure you will. We're going to have to you move on here. Got some things going on. So thank you, sir. Appreciate you being there, and we'll catch you later. This is K5OSB back to Net Control.
Okay, Lloyd, that sounds good. And have a great night. Okay, let's go to Creston and see what Scott's up to. KD8RWX. Hello, Scott.
Hello. Hey, just wanted to pop in here for a second and say hello. Got to get to bed here shortly, so I'll only just be in and out here. But I just wanted to say hello and to wave a hand. I don't get on nearly as much as I should. So I wanted to do that, and since I won't have time to get on in the morning for the barometer net, I'm going to be going in early in the morning, and I'll probably be busy around that time. So just wanted to say hello, and so I'll call in and out here, 73s. Thanks, everybody. This is KD8RWX. Back to the net.
Okay, Scott, that sounds good. We'll go ahead and get you on here as in and out, and I hope that you have a great night and a great work week. And you know, it's funny, Scott, I'm retired, but it seems like I have more things going on now than I ever did when I worked. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD8RWX. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
K8CMJ, Kilo 8, Charlie, Mike, Juliet, CJ in Maslin.
Kilo, India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee, KI5BAY at American. If you can hear me, if you can't, I'll take my earbuds off.
Okay, we picked up KI5DAY. Alan, I can hear you just fine. Over.
Okay, well, I'm doing Echolink or Echolink on my iPad. No, on my phone. I'm sorry, yeah. And I'm doing RegQ.app on my computer there. I just wanted to make sure you can hear me. I think when people said I had the earbuds in the past, they could hardly hear me, but I'm speaking up and right into the phone. KI5BA.
Okay, Alan, are you going to be here with your alternate trivia too at night?
QSL, I can give it whenever you're ready, and then so I've got from now till 9:30. Then I'll have to leave for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'll be able to come back. Maybe 30 minutes. I'll be able to come back to finish up closer to the 11 o'clock hour your time there. So I will be back in plenty of time to give the answer as well. So yeah, I can give the question whenever y'all's ready.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KI5DAY. Let's go talk to CJ, K8CMJ. Hello.
Hello, everybody. K8CMJ here, and unfortunately, I got to get to bed, so I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I don't get on all that often, and I want to start doing that with this fine net, and hopefully next time I'll be able to actually stay up and enjoy the net. I do enjoy listening to you guys when I can, and also the barometer net in the morning. So I will say have a good evening, and thanks for letting me get in and out. This is CJK8CMJ, back to net control.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey, thanks for getting checked in, and have a great night. I'll go ahead and clear with K8CMJ. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to Nick at night. So this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo to KE8QKO. Nick, it's all yours.
Thank you, Mike. Let's fine business on the pre-show as always. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KEAQKO, Kilo Kuwait, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WWKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Normally we start taking check-ins at this time, but at this time I'm going to pass it off to KD8SLG, just Nick, for a comment. Nick, take it away.
KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. If all of you who are waiting would indulge me for a moment, please, and just please stand by. This is KD8SLG calling N8XLQ.
W8WKY.
N8XLQ, N8XLQ, Lenny. This is KD8SLG. Are you out there? This is the last and final call for N8XLQ. Nothing heard. Rest in peace, my brother. It's KD8SLG. Back to net control.
KD8SLG, KEAQKO. Thank you, sir. And on that solemn moment, we're going to take a moment and break for time, and then we'll start taking additional check-ins to the Beacon Net. All right, before we start taking check-ins to the Beacon Net, we're going to check for emergency traffic. If there's any emergency traffic, please set your call sign now. All right, nothing heard. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show would like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Foxtrot 5 Alpha Delta Echo KG5 SYC. Nick, here in Cibolo, Texas.
Go ahead, give it to him. Hurry up.
You already gave my call sign.
All right, we had K5ADE, Nickelodeon checking in there. Unfortunately, I'm guessing she wasn't fast enough, so we might not be able to get the KG5 SYC Miss Sandy in there, but we'll try again later. Are there any additional check-ins to the Beacon Net that would like to get in here now? Please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Sounds like Mike did a pretty good job on the pre-show, getting everybody checked in there. So we're going to go up to AV8MO, Andy, and see what he has for our trivia this evening.
All right. This is a
KMO. Alan's probably got a better one than this, but this is the best I came up with here. But, hey, that's sort of radio related. Many people know of KDKA, but Pittsburgh also has another AM station with a K call sign, or a call sign starting with the letter K. And I want to know, what is that call sign? Is it A, KYW, B, Bravo, KQV, C, Charlie, KSLG, or D, KSQH, the Squatch? Again, many people know of KDKA, but Pittsburgh also has another AM station with a call sign starting with K. And I want to know, what is the call sign? Is it KYW, KQV, KSLG, or KSQH? Back to net, AB8MO.
All right, Andy. I'm torn on that one. I've got an answer that I want to give and an answer I think I would prefer to give, and I'm not sure which one I want to go with. But I'm going to take my prerogative and think on that for a moment. And next we're going to go to KI5DAY Alan and see what his trivia is for the evening tonight. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, one more time just to check, make sure you can hear me. Over.
You're coming in just fine, Alan.
All right, I have my sheet of paper here handy. This time I wrote it down so I could, I've been trying to type it in the screen. I ain't quite done with it, but as soon as I finish giving it over the air, I will finish it on the screen. Here we go. Pay close attention. This is a tough one. What did the Boeing Aircraft Company use as a stand-in for humans when they were testing for weak spots of their on-board Wi-Fi system? Again, what did the Boeing Aircraft Company use as a stand-in for humans when they were testing for weak spots on their on-board Wi-Fi system? Let me look this up. And here are your choices. A, potatoes. B, rectangular wire mesh screens. C, stuffed animals with cobalt magnets. Or D, great-grandpa Cornwaldo beans false teeth. AI5, yeah, right to this.
All right, thank you, Alan. I think I've got a pretty good guess what I'm going to go for there, but I'm going to wait until my time to answer before I answer it. And thank you for another fine alternate trivia question. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think you might have trouble posting the blue screen. Can I ask you to read that one more time just to make sure everybody has it?
Copy that. KI5DAY returning. I've almost got it typed into the screen there. I'll have it as soon as I get done here. What did the Boeing Aircraft Company use as a stand-in for humans when they were testing for weak spots of their onboard Wi-Fi system? They had to use something for a stand-in that would closely represent a human being when it comes to conductivity, basically, is what this is talking about. So, what would it be? A, potatoes. B, rectangular wire mesh screens. C, stuffed animals with cobalt magnets. Or D, great-grandpa Cornwaldo beans false teeth. AI5DAY. There you go.
All right, thank you for another reread there, sir. We always appreciate it. Okay, so this is KEAQKO and the WWKY repeater, and we're about to start going through our list of check-ins for the BeaconNet. And all the way at the top of our list is KC8FQV, Mark from Aurora. Mark, take it away.
Oh, wow. I didn't think I was going to be right at the top. I came in, but, I don't know. I'm going to just say Charlie. We'll just stick with that. Let's take that. but maybe I'll look and I'll change later. But let's go right now with Charlie. So, everyone else is doing good here. I've been using this McDonald's app to get stuff, at McDonald's. Yeah, free things come too. Yeah, it's surprising how many free things you get. I'll get large fries if they're available sometimes. But it's funny, you just pull in there and you tell a number and you get your food. It's like gas. You pull in, stick your card in the pump and you get gas. You go to the store. If they have, a lot of them are doing self-checkouts now. This is cutting the employment, cutting people's jobs. I know one guy, he wouldn't want to use self-checkouts at the store because it's cutting jobs, and you got to start thinking, if we do all this stuff, no one's going to be working. How are we going to buy anything? How is society going to sustain itself? So, let's send it back to net, K7QV.
W8WKY.
All right, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, consumer economy can be a difficult thing to deal with, but I'm sure we'll overcome and adapt as time goes on. Anyway, next go down to next was In and Out WV3K and KB8LNK, and we are down now to K5CFY. Ray from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ray, take it away.
KE8QKO, this is K5CFY. Good evening there at Nick at Night. And thanks for Mike doing the pre-show there. Did a wonderful job. I didn't get to check in, but anyway, I was messing with another, the American Airlines net. And but anyway, I want to thank Nick for the silent key deal. That's awful tough to do when it's somebody you really know and like. And Lenny was a great guy. I talked to him quite a few times on the barometer net. We're definitely going to miss him. He was definitely a great guy. Don't really have anything else. So my answers are, let's see. I'm going to go with D for Dustin because he's the Sasquatch, so that's got to be the right answer. And Allen's, I'm going to go with Charlie. So there you go. K5CFY, back to net control.
All right, Ray. Thank you very much, sir. Got you down there for Delta and Charlie, and glad you had fun on that American Airlines net. And next we go down to W3ETB. Eddie, how you doing tonight, Eddie? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
Yeah, hi, Nick. I had to get off of WY-R on Echolink because I kept getting off every couple of times. So I'm on actually now in XQK-R, and hopefully I can stay on here for a little while before I get off on it as well. So on with not really sure what it is. It only stays on for a few minutes. You're off again. So anyhow, we'll go ahead and make answers here. No idea. These are tough questions tonight, so whenever they're that tough, I'll just go first answer. Both of them, A and A. And we'll hope for the so I'll turn it back over to you, Nick. You have a great evening. This is W3B. I'll be W3 and have a great evening.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Got you in there for Alpha and Alpha. And next we go down to K8TQR. Go ahead and take it away, Keith.
KE8QKO, KE8TQR. Good evening, Nick. First, let me say that I am sitting here somewhat stunned to hear the news about Lenny. I was unaware, but thank you, Nick, for the call out. It will be a voice that I'll miss on the radio. I talked to him maybe once or twice, but I always enjoyed listening to him on the nets. And I have to say, like I said, I'm just sitting here stunned. I don't have anything else. Main trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha, and the alternate trivia, I'm going to go with D. So with that, I'm going to send it back to you, Nick, and just wish everyone a good week. Hope everyone does well. This is KE8TQR 73, everyone.
Yes, thank you, Keith. That's a sad thing to hear. It reminds me of the time, not too long ago, actually, that he has a date that he got his general license in QRZ, and it popped up in NetLogger, and I was not paying attention to the dates. I glanced at it and put the numbers together wrong in my head. I congratulated him for recently getting his general license and realizing that it was the wrong month, close to the similar day of the month, and way off on the wrong year. But yeah, it's always sad to hear when a ham goes, and our hearts go out to his family, and hope they're okay. And next we had WB4 AIZ Chuck, who was in and out. And we go down to K8YUK, the Yuck from Akron. Lucy, take it away.
Evening, Nick at Night and the Net. This is KE8YUK. As I mentioned in the blue screen, this is the first time I heard a silent key call out in person. I don't even know Lenny very well, and you can hear it in my voice. It's hard to lose somebody. Anyway, for trivia, before I forget, I'm very tempted by the potato option for Alan's alternate trivia, because there was a running joke of potatoes when I was in high school, but I think I'm going to go with the stuffed animals with the magnets. I think that was... Oh, that's so far down on the screen. Yeah, I'm going to go with C for Alan's. And as far as Andy's go down. Andy's, I'm going to go with B, KQV for my answer for Andy's. We are playing Scrabble. It's a disaster. We've reached the end of our bag, and between having garbage letters and being distracted by the net, it's not going well. And we're running out of room. It is very fun. We decided for the next time we play Scrabble, we're going to play colloquial Scrabble, which means if you can convince the other person that that's what the word would be spelled like, phonetically, like y'all or Aintia or something along those lines, where you can just convince the other person that it should count, it'll count. So looking forward to that. It should be a little bit easier. I don't know if at the exit, but it'll be fine. Today was really good. Mass was good. I went by myself so that Josh could recoup with Betty, and so of course everybody asked where they were, so it was kind of funny. And then I came back and got Betty, and then I went and visited a friend that I haven't seen since our wedding. And it was really good to catch up with her, and she hadn't met Betty yet, so, well, obviously. So that was really good and a lot of fun. I'll pause for time real quick just because I've lost track already. And I'm back. So we hung out for a bit, and then I went and took care of my family's dog, and then came back home, and Josh and I, like I said, are unwinding with Scrabble. So very full day. But now I'm kind of sad still. A big part, well, not even necessarily a big part, but a part of Catholicism is memento mori, remembering and treasuring your mortality and making the most out of it. And it's ceremonies like that really strike home and make you pay attention. So, on a brighter note, Josh has great news about something he taught Betty, but I won't steal that from him. So, with that, I'm going to pass it back to Nick and Nite and say good night, and we'll be listening to the whole net and the Blue Screen Buddies. Catch you later, everybody. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Lucy. It's good to hear you on here. And one of these days, our paths are going to have to cross. I know I've met your husband. I haven't had a chance to meet you yet, but one of these days I'll make it to a meeting or someplace where you are, and we'll be able to have a eyeball QSO and meet everybody face-to-face. And I'm going to say this is K8QKO on the WWQI repeater going through our list of check-ins. And our next check-in is the very K8VKA, the shoe. Josh, take it away.
W8WKY.
K8QKO, K8VKA. My wife's laughing in the background. Hi, Nick. Good to hear you. Joe Sue here.
Thank you.
For those who don't know, my full name is Joshua, but my mom didn't spell it Joshua. She spelled it Josue, and it's the way it's spelled in a particular translation of the Bible. So it's confusing. I just say that she spelled it that way because she likes confusing people. Anyways, so sorry to hear about Lenny. That's really sad. Thank you for doing the silent key call, Nick. Appreciate that. And he will be missed, especially in the mornings on the barometer net. Miss hearing him. Today was a pretty good day. I'm about over the cold, and spent some time with Betty. Taught her how to wave. That was really cool. I was sitting there waving my hand at her, and she started picking it up and doing it back at me. So that was really cool. And then Lucy took her for part of the day. When she came back and she saw me down here in the radio room, Betty started waving at me again. So that was really, really cool. So I also went out to Cuyahoga Valley National Park and did my first POTA activation as a sort of dry run for next week. I'm helping the Woodchuck Amateur Radio Club put on a POTA event next Saturday. 11 a.m. Is the setup. Noon to 4 is when we'll be activating the park. It'll be at the Oak Hill Trailhead for anybody who's interested in doing another POTA activation here, just doing a fall POTA. We did one in the spring, and then this will be the last one for the year. So looking forward to that. I'm going to take a break for time. So looking forward to that. I had 40 contacts, and one of them was KE8VOX, Scott. He was my second to last contact, number 39. So that was awesome. Really cool to hear him on there. So if any of you guys are able to make it, Lucy will be there, Betty will be there, and we'll be up there next Saturday. So hopefully we'll see some familiar faces. For the trivia questions, I'm going to go with the Sasquatch for Andy's question. D, I don't actually think that's the answer, but I like that answer. And I'm going to go with potatoes for Alan's. I don't think that's the right one either, but I'm going to go with that. So, all right, back to you there, Nick. 7-3s, thanks for letting me in here, and have a good rest of the net. 7-3s, everybody.
All right, thank you, Josh. And, congratulations on teaching the baby how to wave. You know, it's fun to hear the stories because I went through all that myself when I was younger. Now my son's 12, but he just tells me what I'm doing wrong. So look forward to those days, I guess. Anyway, we got you down there for Delta and Alpha. We are now down to WB8CXO. Mike, how you doing tonight, Mike? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening? right, Mike. Thank you, sir. Glad you had a good shopping trip at the Hamfest. But did we get your answers for the trivia question? All right, thank you, sir. Got you down for Bravo and Delta. Now we are down to KC0, LRM Kelly. How you doing tonight, Kelly? And what traffic do you have for that this evening?
Oh, hey, Nick. Thanks for getting me in there. Let me see. Let me get my answers in there first before I forget. For Andy's answer, I think I'm going to go with C for KSLG because that just sounds familiar for some reason because I think the D is a distractor. And for Alan's question for the Boafang Aircraft Company, which is what it says here, I think I'm going to go with A for potatoes. Those are my answers, and not a lot going on here. Just do a little FTA while I'm listening to everybody, and actually got lucky and I've only been doing this like this week, and I made a contact in Africa and one in Australia, so not too bad. It's kind of fun, so I might stick with this for a little while, but hope everybody's having a good evening out there, and guess I'll let you get back to net control, let you get on down the list there, and thanks for running the net, and it's always good hearing y'all up there in Ohio, and everybody else out there. All right, so KC0, LRM's clear, back in net control.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Got you down there for Charlie and Alpha. And next we go down to KG5, MQQ, Robert. How you doing tonight, Robert? What traffic do you have for that this evening? Kilo Golf 5, Mike, Quebec, Quebec. Robert from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Are you out there, sir? Do you have traffic for the net? All right, not hearing anything from KG5 MQQ. Perhaps you have to step away, so I have them on my call back to you later or hear back from the later list. And our next station checked in and out, which was AI5Q. That was Jairus from Tulsa. But Jairus is conspicuously chatting in the blue screen. So I'm going to call for him anyway, just in case he has any traffic he wants to toss out there for the net. So AI5Q Jairus, if you're listening, and you want to toss out some traffic, go ahead and take it away, sir.
AI5Q here. Well, thank you very much. I was kind of wondering if somebody would notice I was still typing in the blue screen, and I obviously wasn't asleep yet. So I've got a question I'm about to pose in the blue screen, and I think it should be the alternate trivia question. And it's would you rather fly in a Baofeng aircraft maintained by NASA or a Boeing aircraft maintained by Allen, KI5DAY? So take your pick, folks. Baofeng maintained by NASA or Boeing maintained by Allen. For the trivia questions, I'll go with B and C, Bravo and Charlie, and just trying to keep everybody in line on the blue screen, having fun with it. So we'll say 73 and catch you all later. Have a good night. AI5Q back to net control.
That's a very good question there, Jairus. I'm probably gonna go with the Allen answer because I don't know. I've flown a number of American Airlines planes in and out of Texas, not Oklahoma, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe one of those planes had a wrench turned or two from Allen on it. I'm not a huge traveler, so it's probably not likely, but in my head I like to think that it is. So maybe I've already flown on an Allen aircraft and survived, and I'm here to tell the story, so I'm going to go with Allen on that one. Anyway, next we had K8QFT, Uncle Fred, who checked in and out. Feel better and sleep well, Uncle Fred. And next actually, before I go to my next station, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater, going through our list of check-ins to the BeaconNet. And we are now down to K8 VZA Eric. Go ahead, Eric. What traffic do you have for the net this evening?
W8WKY.
KE8QKO, this is KE8VZA. Hello there, QKY guy. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see, I'm at trivia. I'll get that to you first off here so I don't forget. So for the main trivia question, I'm going to go with D, the Squatch. And for the alternate trivia question, I'm going to go with A for potatoes. And for the alternate, I'll go with the Boeing maintained by Allen because I'm losing trust in the federal government as we speak. I'll leave it there. Anyway, went to the Cleveland Ham Fest, and it was good to see many fellow hams there that I know, and met a few new ones. And I didn't buy anything this time. There were some good deals there, but none that I felt compelled to pick up. Then came home and commenced yard charge in my own yard here. So I got that squared away. That's about all I have. Very sorry to hear about Lenny and his passing. He'll be missed. This is KE8VZA. Back to you, Nick, at night.
All right, thank you, Eric. Unfortunately, I did not make it up to the Ham Fest today. I really did not think I was going to, but I had a good weekend anyway, and got to spend it at the Manitowoc Scout Reservation doing actually, they had a ham radio thing set up there, and I wouldn't say I did a ton of work there because some guys from the Cuyahoga Falls Club kind of took the reins on it, but there were a lot of kids coming through, practicing and playing around with Morse code and learning about ham radio, and that was kind of fun. So we did that this weekend. Also got to put some eyeball QSOs on some hams, some new-to-me hams. They're not new hams, but they're new to me, that I'd never met before, which is also kind of nice. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And anyway, we are now down to KG4SCK, Mark. He's down in Kentucky today. So go ahead, Mark, take it away.
Hey, good evening, Nick at Night and everyone on the BeaconNet. Yep, I am really in Kentucky. I got my shoes off and everything's chill. I'm really sorry to hear about N8XLQ. When I started this thing, listening to nets, I usually picked up on voices and memorized the voices, and then I had to put the call signs to them. Sadly to say, I recognize N8XLQ, and I just can't quite put the voice with it. So I'm sad about that, and condolences to their families. With all that said, I don't take this net for granted. So there. The trivia questions. I'm going to go with Bravo for the first one. It's pretty close to Mark's call sign, so I'm going with Kilo Queen Victor. And Alan's wonderful question, I think I'm going to go with C, the stuffed Furby dolls with cobalt magnets. This is KG4SCK. Thank you very much. Back to net control.
All right, Mark, thank you very much for your comments there, sir. We got you down there from Bravo and Charlie. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, isn't it illegal to wear shoes in Kentucky? I thought everybody had to walk around barefoot with dirty feet down in that state to the south, but I could be wrong. Maybe that's West Virginia. I get them mixed up sometimes. Anyway, we have a number of stations checked in here in and out when I run through them. We have K8MNT, KD2HGE, AM5GB, K5OSB, KD8RWX, and then we are down to KI5DAY if he's out there listening and wants to comment on the net. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY. Hey, Nick. Yeah, I was just sitting here talking to a coworker here, telling him about Echolink, and this alternate trivia thing and how it networks and blah, 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 and I'm connected to you via the internet, but don't have a lot of comments right now except Jairus hurt my feelings, and I'm a little upset about it, but I'm sorry if I hurt Eddie's feelings for telling him how quiet he is. Hi. But the guy that was the silent key and didn't know him, sorry for everybody that knew him as a friend and family, the guy that passed there, so nice job on the silent key there, Nick. But anyways, don't have much else. I will be listening here on the headset here. I've got the earbuds. I've got it in, and I'm listening right now. So whenever you're ready for a reread, I will come back. KI5DAY. I'll be listening. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Alan. And I'll say that even based off of Jairus' comments, a lot of people are voting for the Alan airplane over the Bofang airplane. So at least you have that going for you. People are choosing you over a Chinese airplane. So that's a positive thing, I suppose. And anyway, next we had K8CMJCJ, who was in and out, and we are now down to KF580E Nickelodeon. How you doing tonight, Nick? And what traffic do you have for that this evening?
Good evening. This is KF580E Nick at Nickelodeon, and sorry to hear about you guys having a silent key up there. We've had a couple of them down here in our area as well. And it's always a sad day to lose a fellow friend and radio tech. And since we are one big fraternity, an older one of our silent keys here would call it a fraternity. So that's what we are. What we have is it's a fraternity, all right. And so once one is gone, it's certainly lost across the whole board. But so my heartfelt wishes to the best to the family and friends that are up there in Ohio of the silent key. Not too much going on around here. It's been pretty quiet. Sandy and I had a pretty relaxing day. Attended the church service today, and just been kind of chilling out here at home. The eldest son's due to come back join us tomorrow, so I got to go pick him up at the airport later on in the afternoon. I guess both of us will be attending that idea. But so really, it's not been a whole lot going on around here, except for just really enjoying the net when it comes around for Sunday evening and Wednesday evening. Let's see. With that, let me go ahead and get these trivias done. I really liked Charlie for the first one because I think there's a KSLG connection there with somebody else that's in my brain somehow. And I think for the Alan's question, the potatoes, I think that's alpha. A for the potatoes. So that just somehow it might be Potato Head, but somehow that rings a bell with me, being potatoes and human brains or human body parts. So it sounds like a good one to go with. So I'm going to go with that one. And my vote is always for the American made plane, whether it would be the Wright brothers that you kind of wonder about, made out of a lot of baling wire and old linen sheets. So I'm going to go with Alan in that instead of the Chinese, and somewhat agreeing with the one fellow that had the fact that losing faith in our government is a reality, a hardcore reality in there. So unfortunately with that one, I'm going to go that direction. Let's see. Oh, and I wanted to also say, I'm sorry I messed up my call sign, and I'm glad Nick or whoever caught it realized what in the world my brain was thinking and what my mouth was saying was two different things. And because Sadie turned around and started laughing at me due to the fact that I called her call sign out instead of mine. and you guys still corrected it. So if you don't mind, slide her in. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want to. I don't know what she's going to do. But nonetheless, I'll let you do the shout out for Sandra, and on the KG. See, I'm going to mess it up. So I'm just going to say it and quit it with that. KF5AD, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got you down there for Charlie Alpha and a Boeing by Alan. And, of course, we have Sandy in the list. I was giving her a hard time because I heard you yelling, hey, get in there quick. So I wanted to make sure I made a comment about that. But she is definitely in our list, and we're going to call out to her right now. KG5SYC, Miss Sandy, how you doing tonight? And what traffic do you have for the BeaconNet this evening?
This is KG5SYC, and what traffic do I have? I don't know. Trying to keep this other half in line, and I can't do it. I'm going to have to send him to Ohio or something and just let him bed you up there with all you guys and see what you guys can do with him, because I've almost thrown up my arms and my hands at that situation. So maybe you all can do something and put him in a radio job or something. I don't know. At any rate, what have I been doing? Not a whole lot. Been sitting here. I have a phone fully populated, and it's telling me that I have no more space on it, and my battery's going down by the minute because I have so much space up there with pictures and that from the last, probably 6 years that's on my phone. And so we downloaded them. Hopefully Nick got them downloaded to the computer. And so I've been sitting here deleting them. Break for some time. KG5SYC back. And so that's what I've been doing, other than fixing dinner and just playing my games a little bit, but that's about it. And as far as trivia, I guess I'm just going to take a stab at A, and A for Alan. There you go. This is KG5SYC. Back to net control.
All right. Thank you, Sandy. Fair warning, though, if you send him out here without you, we might put him to work and send him back broken. Then you got to fix him when he gets there. But that's up to you if you want to take that chance. Anyway, this is K8QKO and the WWQR repeater going through our check-ins to the BeaconNet, and we are now down to KF5TAQ. Taco Tim. Tim, take it away.
Good evening, guys. This is KF5TAQ. You guys are making me laugh and roll on the floor tonight. Wondering, where do I come off? Which part of the Cornwallo bean family do I come from? I don't come from the Cornwallo bean family. I'm just my own. That's my third-party traffic. As far as trivia questions are, I'll go with C. And as far as what the alternate one, I'm going to go with D. And the alternate, being that it was involving a little bit of goofiness, thanks to chairs that made me laugh very hard, I would not ride on a aircraft maintained by Alan that is a Baofeng. I'll be riding on a aircraft maintained by NASA. That's a Boeing. So that's the whole story in a nutshell. So those would be my answers. And, oh well, I'll just send it back to you guys and let you guys just ham it up even further. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim. Thank you. Got you down there for Charlie and Bravo and Boeing by NASA. And I'm going to say that's kind of interesting because out of all of us here, you're probably the closest one to have seen Alan's work before. So for whatever that's worth, tossing that out there. Next we had KE5CP Tom. How you doing tonight, Tom? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
Good evening to you and everybody on the net tonight. Not much around here. We put up with a last night of storms and stuff and a whole bunch of lightning, but come through that pretty good. Only had a short power outage, so that wasn't too bad. But we got a bunch of rain, which we needed desperately, so that wasn't too bad either. And since now the antennas got hit with the lightning, well, that's a good thing too. But that's about all that's going on around here today. Currently 73 degrees this evening, so it's starting to cool down a little bit. And looks like we're going to still maintain the 80s this rest of this week. As far as the trivia stuff, I'm just going to shoot out there in the middle of the dark and say Bravo and Charlie. Bravo for the primary and Charlie for the secondary, and see where it falls. I actually have no idea on either one. So, except for what Alan's comment about the Bofang aircraft, I got a kick out of that. But anyway, yeah, if they made aircraft, I tell you what, they'd all be falling out of the sky. So that's the way that goes. Anyway, not much else, so we'll send it back to net control. KE5 NCP 73.
All right, thank you, Tom. Got you down there for Bravo and Charlie. Thanks for being with us. And yeah, NASA hasn't made aircraft, but they've been instrumental in making aircraft. So I like to think they're probably just not going to fall out of the sky. But charge 10 times as much to get it done. My 2 cents on it. But anyway, this is KEQKO and the WWKY repeater. I'm at the bottom of my list of check-ins for the BeaconNet this evening. So anyone who's not checked into the BeaconNet that would like to check in now, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Nick, you got Whiskey Delta 8, Mike, India Uniform, WD8MIU, Wade in Seminole, Florida.
Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee, Robert is
Net control. Here is Kilo Lima 7 Foxtrot Romeo, Mike in Willow, Alaska, KL7FR.
Control, you got KQ4, Kilo Quebec 4, Kilo X-Ray Quebec, Billy in College Grove, Tennessee, about 20 miles south of Nashville.
KEQKO, I'm going to take it right there. All right, so I'm going to run through my list. There was a static station that I think tried to check in. I heard nothing but a brief hint of static. So once I run through this list, and if you try to check in and want to come back in with your call sign, let me know. But before we do that, we have WD8MIU Wade from Fairweather Wade from sunny Florida. We had VK2DY Robert from Sydney. We have KL7 Frozen Radio Mike from Willow, Alaska. And we have KQ4 KXQ Billy. All right. Was there any additional stations that tried to check in that were unable to? Please say your call sign now.
This is KT8YPY, entering in Kent, Ohio.
W8WKY.
Kilo Delta 9, Yankee X-Ray Yankee. Name is Reynolds, Geneva, Illinois.
KE8YPY. Henry, Kent, Ohio.
All right, I'll take it there. Got you in there, Henry. KE8YPY. We have KD9YXY from Geneva, Illinois. Are there any additional check-ins for the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right, pretty good list of check-ins, pretty orderly list of check-ins. We're going to run through them here real quick. We're going to start with WD8 MIU Warm Weather Wade. You're warm weather Wade now because it's getting cold here, son, so you're definitely warm weather Wade. Go ahead and take it away, sir.
Very good, Nick. Appreciate you doing the net. Say hello to all of my friends there. Ohio, Oklahoma, and I guess anybody else that knows me. Any rate, nothing special here. Watching football here. Looks like Pittsburgh's beating up on the Raiders there in Las Vegas. Browns won today, I saw, 27-3. That's pretty impressive. Tomorrow night, Tampa Bay is playing the Phillies, Philadelphia, so we'll see how that goes. And, of course, Baker Mayfield's the quarterback right now down here, so got to see him. Two different teams now that I've been in the area of. At any rate, I don't know. I didn't really hear the trivia question, but I'm going to take a guess anyway. I'm going to go with D for the first one, and for Alan's one, I'm going to go with A, potato, I think it is. And that's about all I got. So I'll turn it back over to you, Nick, and we'll be listening. WD8MIU.
All right, Wade. Got you down there for Delta and Alpha. Congratulations getting Baker Mayfield down there as a quarterback. I'm sure he'll do fantastic there because Cleveland does a horrible job with athletes here, and when they move on other places, they seem to do much better jobs. Not sure why. That's the way life goes. Anyway, next we go down to VK2DY. Robert, how are you tonight, Robert? And what traffic do you have for that this evening? Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee, Robert in Sydney, Australia. How are you doing tonight, sir? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening? All right, nothing heard from Robert there. Perhaps we lost him, and maybe we'll be trying to get back to him here. He's usually on the net every night, so we'll definitely try to reach back out to him. Maybe there's a lost connection or something, and we'll get back in with us. We are now down to KL7 Frozen Radio. Mike, how you doing, sir? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
QKO, KD at SLG. Looks like Mike's transmitting, but all we're getting is that noise. KD at SLG.
Yep, thank you, Nick. I kind of figured as much. I saw the activity on my monitor and did not hear anything, so I figured there might be something up with nodes. That may be why we didn't hear from VK2DY. So, Mike, if you're out there and you can hear me, we'll get back to you here in a moment. Maybe we can reconnect or something, but we're not hearing any traffic from you. All right, I'm going to take it right here. This is KEAQKO and the WWA carrier. Peter, going through our list of check-ins with BeaconNet. We have tried to reach out to VK2DY. We're not here, and I don't think I saw anything on my waterfall for him. We tried to reach out to KL7 Frozen Radio. I saw waterfall activity, but I'm not hearing any voice. So, Mike, if you're out there and you want to try to disconnect and reconnect, that would be awesome. And see if that corrects your issue. Same thing with you, Robert, VK2DY, if you can hear me. In the meantime, we are going to put you on our callback to soon or later list. And I'm going to go down to KQ4, KXQ, Mike, and see if he's out there and see if he can get in with us. And if Mike can't, then maybe there's some underlying issues we have to figure out or solve. But Mike, if you're out there, please call now.
KL7L5.
Yes, Joel. This is KQ4, KXQ. Name is Billy, actually. I think you might be reading the name wrong. Just checking in, sitting here at the computer, actually checking in on an iPhone, but trying to do a little research on some HF rigs, fairly newly licensed. Just got a general ticket last week, and looking at getting a rig, and just trying to figure out what I want to get. And kind of between the Yaesus, the 991, I think it is, and the Icon 7300. Just trying to figure out which bells and whistles I want to play with. And also, if anyone has an opinion, I'd gladly listen to them. But other than that, nothing going on. This is KQ4, KXQ. We're clear.
All right, KEQK, I'm going to take it here after a break for time. All right, first off, Billy, yes, you're correct. I said Mike, and I meant Billy. I was reading the wrong line on my screen, but I also heard Mike check in with you. So KL7 Frozen Radio, stand by, sir. I'll get back to you here in just one moment. And Billy, yeah, I will tell you right now, I'm running on one of those 991 Alphas, and I love the radio. It's a fantastic radio. The 7300 is also a great radio, and I've used that before. I really liked it. The 991 Alpha, it's a shack in a box. It's a great radio. You can't beat it. You'll be happy with it if you get it. I've been happy with mine. I never really regretted buying the radio. So that's my 2 cents as far as radios go. I'm pretty sure there's a ton of other opinions out there that people would be more than happy to share with you as far as products go. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, and we'll see what you come up with. And next we go back up to KL7 Frozen Radio Mike, and we'll see what traffic he has for that this evening. Mike, take it away.
Well, hello, Nick, and hello to everyone on the Beaconnet. Here is KL7 Frozen Radio in Willow, Alaska, where it's currently a balmy 49 degrees and sunny. Having some beautiful Indian summer weather the last several days. Last 4 or 5 days been beautiful. Finally, we had rain all summer. I don't know if it's politically correct to call it Indian summer, but I think Guardian summer would sound weird, so I'm going to keep calling it Indian summer. Anyway, I was watching the football game too, and I'm more of a Raiders fan than a Steelers fan. Actually, I had a grudge against both of them. I hold a grudge against the 4 teams that beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl: the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Dolphins, and the Raiders. Were all on my hated list, but I've slowly become a Raiders, and now I'm a big Chiefs fan because I lived in Missouri. My brother and mom lived just north of Kansas City. In fact, the Chiefs summer training camp's about a half mile from my mom's house. I should have gone down there this summer to try to get a Chiefs autograph. Anyway, great net tonight, and I'll pause for a reset so I don't time things out. KL7FR returning. And I was listening to the beginning of the net, so I heard the trivia questions, but I don't remember the numbers. I think it was D for Sasquatch on the radio question. I'll say D, and shout out to Sir Sasquatch. And on Alan's question, I'll just say potatoes. I don't remember which letter it was, but I'll say sack potatoes. And glad to get in here on the Beacon Net. There was something else I was going to say, but I just clean forgot what I was going to say now. Anyway, thanks for taking my check-in. Thanks for calling the net, and thanks to everyone for making the Beacon Net a great net every Sunday and Wednesday night. I haven't been in here much over the summer, but plan to get back in here more often. So 7-3 to all the Beaconeers, KL7 Frozen Radio back in control.
All right, thank you, Mike. It's always good to hear from Willow, Alaska, and hear you on the net. And I'll say, the good news is the Browns have never beaten the Vikings in the Super Bowl. I mean, the Browns don't even make it to the Super Bowl, so we don't have anything to worry about. You can love the Browns all you want. And so that's fantastic. We got you down there for Delta and Alpha. And I look forward to hearing more from you over the winter. I'm kind of the same way. My winter is... my summer is always super busy, and I'm hoping the fall and winter will die down a little bit, and I'll be able to have a little more time to get on the radio and enjoy it. So, before we go down any further, I'm going to reach back out and see if he's listening, and see if VK2DY Robert is out there and listening, and see if he has any traffic for the net. So, Robert, if you're out there, you can call now.
Good afternoon. This is Robert, Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee, in where am I? Bella Vista, I think, New South Wales. I'm on the driverless metro system they have here in Sydney. I'm headed down to the Central Business District. As you can probably hear the lady in the background there. Anyway, it is summer here. We've had days in the 90s Fahrenheit. It's 80 Fahrenheit right now, and it's not going to cool down much here. I'm afraid we're sort of into a long summer that's going to be hot and dry. I won't keep it much longer. I don't know how much noise I'm picking up here, but I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie for the answers.
And next week, next Sunday, we go on to daylight savings time. We spring our clocks forward. So we go in the opposite direction you guys are. DK2DY. Back to that.
All right, thank you, Robert. Enjoy your trip on the metro there. 80 degrees. That's a warm day. Here it's it's getting up to about 80 at the max if we're lucky, and dropping down in the 50s at night. This weekend I was camping out and it was awesome. It was warm at the start of the night, but it got cold throughout the night, and nothing like sleeping in a sleeping bag on a nice cold night and being warm in there while it's cold outside. I love that feeling. So enjoy your summer weather, sir, and hope to hear back from you again soon. And we are now down to K8YPY Henry. How you doing tonight, Henry? And what traffic do you have for that this evening?
YPY Henry. I'm checking in. I have first off for the trivia. I'm gonna go with A. And then for the other trivia, I'm going to go with the A for Alan. And for traffic, I haven't really been on my radio much. School, on a bunch of new games on my computer and stuff. But I heard you guys and thought I'd get on. YP1, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Henry. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. It's good to hear from you. It's always good to hear you out there and get in with us. Yeah, I bet you're probably fairly busy. School starts up, and that's the way life goes. So I can be the same way when getting my radio. So enjoy it while you can, and I guess that's really all I have to say. So next we go down to KD9YXY, Ralph from Geneva. Oh, Jesus, state's not on the on here. I think you were said Geneva. Oh, Geneva, Illinois. Sorry, yeah, it's right there. Wrong column. All right, Ralph, go ahead and take it away.
KD9YXY. This is Ralph from Geneva, Illinois. I just took my technician exam on Thursday. Got my call sign in the database yesterday, and I've been having fun ever since. I'm new to the craft, and I'm trying to learn all I can. I'm going to have a lot of time to do that since I've been watching football for 45 years. And I'm looking forward to the day when Illinois actually gets a football team. That would be wonderful. As for the trivia questions, I missed them. So after taking an exam on Thursday, I'm not even going to try and hazard a guess until if I hear the questions, maybe I'll do that then. But otherwise, no answers there. Back to net control. KD9YXY, clear.
All right, Ralph, thank you, sir. Got you the pass there for the trivia questions. And we are back down at the bottom of our list. This is K8QKO on the WWKR repeater. Well, here's what I'm going to do. We're running short on some time. We have one trivia question giver that's going to run out of work time. We have one that's probably going to turn into a pumpkin. So we're going to go back up to our net control team. We're going to go through all of our net control stations. And before we start, I'm going to put my answers down as Bravo and Bravo. Bravo for the primary because a call sign with Q in it is the best call sign to have. Yeah, that's because mine has a Q in it, so that's what I'm going with there. And the wire mesh because Well, I live in a 7-year-old house that has some issues with metal in the walls, and I've had to install the mesh network in my house to deal with Wi-Fi. So I'm guessing if they were trying to really, really test out the Wi-Fi in the planes, the wire mesh would create a ton of interference that would give them a good opportunity to simulate what metal electronic components people might have. So that's why I'm going with those two. And, of course, I'm following by Alan because I don't know. I may or may not have flown in one, but I'm still here if I did. So go with that. And we will go down to KHQWE Mike. He's no longer with us. I mean, gracefully no longer with us. He was tired with the bed. And that takes us down to KD8SLG, Just Nick. Go to take it away, sir. What traffic do you have for that this evening?
KE8QKO and the net. This is KD8SLG. We're going to save the trivia for the end tonight. We'll flip it upside down. All right. Let's see. I made a list. Baofeng. It's a Baofeng. It rhymes with cow dung. I know it's spelled Baofeng, but Asians will tell you it's pronounced Baofeng. Baofeng. Rhymes with cow dung. That's how you remember it. Those of you who are Ohio State fans, that was quite the squeaker yesterday. Meanwhile, Penn State stomped all over Iowa 31-0. Could be interesting matchups later on in the season. Just saying. Penn State fanboy here. Let's get on to trivia. I'm going to go with the SLG station. Wonderful distractor, Andy. Thank you. Had to choose it. And then we got Alan's alternate trivia question. I'm going to go with potatoes. Nick is a very convincing argument there about the mesh, but I think they'd want to prove themselves right rather than wrong. So there. And as to the distractor, the Cornwaldo bean distractor, as usual, Alan is mostly right. Half right. Great-grandpa Cornwaldo bean did have dentures. However, calling them false teeth is something of a misnomer because great-grandpa Cornwaldo bean's dentures were made with real teeth. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right, Nick. Thank you, sir. Got you down there for Charlie and Delta. Oh, no. EPC went to bed. I'm going to call it to him anyway because I did not see him go to bed. Kitty at EPC, Dustin, if you're not in bed yet, you want to get out here, let us know. All right. Looks like Dustin went to bed as well. So we are back down the bottom of our list here. We have Aviate-MO, Andy, who I thought was going to be the first one to bed, but now he's not. So, Andy, why don't you go ahead and give us your feedback for the net, break for time, and then give us your trivia answer.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I do want to get out of here. It is getting late. Half the net control team went to bed already. That's the last time I'm going to put in a K8SQH in there because he didn't even bother answering. Anyway, Henry, it's great to hear you, my friend. I've been missing you. Ethan's been trying to get a hold of you. He's been calling you here. He's been calling you out in the 110, I don't know, for days. So he would very much like to chat with you too. I'd like to catch up with you as well. I need to figure out. You sent me another QRZ logbook request, and I'm going to need some information because I have no idea what you logged. I'd love to get it in my log, but I'm going to have to get that information off of you. So glad to hear that you are doing well. Again, Henry, it's great to hear your voice. That was like the worst news I could possibly hear. I know a few of us are wondering what happened to Lenny. And, it was the worst outcome we could possibly have is that he became a silent key. And, hey, we're just not promised tomorrow. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. Life is a vapor. So, it's hit me kind of hard. A couple weeks ago, I had a really good conversation with Lenny. He was talking me in on my way to Cedar Point. We went to, I called him out on 146.805 over at, Berlin Heights, because I knew that he listened up there, and he talked me all the way to the park, and I don't know. Now I kind of wish I would have called him. He said he would be around on the way back home, because he usually listens there, and I didn't call him back. I didn't feel like talking on the radio, but, now that he's gone, I kind of regret not doing that now, but hey, I can't live in the past. But, certainly he was a staple. He didn't check into this net too often, but he certainly was a regular on the barometer net. He checked in pretty much every day on the barometer net, and he would pop his head in here occasionally here on the beacon net. Let me drop it a sec. All right, so I hope he is resting in peace, and I'm going to miss him. Yeah, very distinct voice and personality. There's really nobody like Lenny, I don't think. Certainly going to miss him. All right, now that I brought the mood down, I'll throw it back to net. This is AB NMO.
All right, Andy. Thank you, sir. It's always sad to lose a voice on the radio, but would you like to read the answer for your trivia question?
Well, I didn't think you wanted me to, but okay, that's fine. All righty. Tonight's standard trivia question was, many people know of KDKA, the famous KDKA on 1020. The 50 kilowatt Class A station. But Pittsburgh also has another AM station with a call sign starting with K. And I wanted to know, what was that call sign? And the answer is KQV. Bravo. KQV on 1410 in Pittsburgh is the other station on the AM dial broadcasting a beautiful music format, which is a format I thought was extinct on broadcast radio. I kind of like it myself. It does not, I could not see that it had any kind of webcast or web stream, but if you go to like a Kiwi SDR near Pittsburgh, you can listen to it that way. Pittsburgh area, the Kiwi SDRs, there's at least 2 or 3 that are close enough. And sometimes I turn it on when I am at work, actually. It's just the instrumentals. I kind of like it. It got a bad rap as elevator music, and I think that kind of killed it. But I kind of like elevator music. What can I say? Anyway, in case y'all were wondering, let's see, what was it? Yeah, KYW is an AM station licensed to Philadelphia. I believe that's on 1060. KSLG is actually a station licensed to Arcata, California, that goes by K Slug, and I could not leave out the squatch. KSQH doesn't exist, but it sounds cool. Back to that, this is ABNMO. W8WKY.
All right. Thank you, Alan. That'll teach, or thank you, Andy. That'll teach Alan to base his question off the wrong Nick. And speaking of Alan, I don't have your answer for his trivia question. You want to come back with that?
Did my transmission come through? AB NMO, back to net.
Yes, sir, it did. Andy, we don't have your answer for Alan's question. You want to come back with it before we go down to him and get his answer?
I don't know what happened, but there was a very long pause there of nothing, so the links got all timed out somehow. All right, let's see here. Alan's answer. Let me see here. I gotta go with the stuffed animals with cobalt magnets. How about that? C. Back to net. AB NMO.
All right, Andy. This is KEQKO and the WWKR repeater. We are now going to go down to KI5DAY to get his answer for the trivia question. And we know he got it wrong for the primary question because he chose the wrong Nick. But let's see what his answer is for the alternate question. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, back in here. Just one more check to make sure you can hear me. Over.
Yes, sir, we got you.
All right, well, it's been a great net. That's my comments. It always is. You guys got the funnest net on the air, I think. It's definitely a blast to come in here. Even back before I was doing the alt trivia, which I really enjoy. And I love coming up with really strange alternate answers to the ones that aren't right. But tonight there's no exception. So tonight's alternate trivia question asked was, what did the Boeing aircraft company use as stand-ins for human beings when they were testing for weak spots of their onboard Wi-Fi systems? I know that sounds like a strange question, but I'll give you the remedy for that in a minute. But as far as the answers, they were A, potatoes, B, rectangular wire mesh screens, C, stuffed animals with cobalt magnets, or D, great-grandpa Cornwaldo being false teeth. Nice story on Cornwaldo Bean's false teeth there, Nick. Yeah, that's true. They were real teeth, and they came from his ex-wife when she passed away. He took them and had them put in his mouth. Hi. Let me let this drop. Okay. The answer is actually, well, it's not rectangular wire mesh screens or stuffed animals with cobalt magnets. Believe it or not, it is actually potatoes. The reason why is engineers Chicago-based Boeing, they use sacks of potatoes as stand-ins for passengers because they couldn't keep people just sitting there for hours and hours sitting motionless. So they used the closest thing they could come up with. Turns out that potatoes, because of their water content and their chemistry, they absorb and reflect wave signals much in the same way that the human body does. It makes them a suitable substitute for airline passengers. Oh, son, it's fun to do these. KI5DAY, back to
All right, fine business, Alan. I'm curious. Do you guys keep stacks of potatoes in the hangar to put in the plane so you can simulate passengers in the plane when you break the airplanes that they're riding on?
Actually, no, we do not do that. Our avionics crews have a very good quality testing set up for Wi-Fi now. We do have Wi-Fi aboard our 737s that I work on. And, yeah, they're not Balfings, they're Boeing. That was a Freudian slip, I swear. But we do actually find potatoes in the form of dropped potato chips, abandoned French fries occasionally on the airplanes when we rip and tear them apart and pull all the seats and overhead bins out. So there are remnants of potatoes on the airplane during those times. No other time. KI5DAY.
Thank you, sir. I can only imagine the things besides French fries and potato chips you might find on those planes, and you start ripping them apart. That could be a good conversation for another day. But thanks for another fine alternate trivia question there, Alan. Okay, this is KEAQK on the WWKY repeater. We've gone through our list of check-ins. We've gone through our trivia questions and answers, and there's usually one or two out there lingering and we end the net. So we want to open it back up for one more, and I say again, only one more round of check-ins to the BeaconNet. So anyone out there who has not checked into the BeaconNet that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name and location.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf.
All right, KC5, RBG, Real Big Guns, Shannon. You know what? We don't have to bother with trivia for you because you always have the same answer for the trivia question. So let's go ahead and put the great state of Oklahoma right there in the net logger so we know what your answer is or would have been, regardless of what the question was. And go ahead and take it away with your traffic, sir.
Well, I just got home from a nice dinner with Kenyon and his family. Had a good weekend with Kenyon, and we had a great time. Some storms rolled through yesterday, causing all kinds of havoc around town, and some pretty big storms down south as well, around where Kenyon's family's home is at. So I was on the phone quite a bit with them yesterday evening while Kenyon was sleeping wonderfully here in the midst of pouring down rain and hail and large cloud claps of thunder. I was on with his mom while they were sitting in their safe room. But Kenyon will be so disappointed. He has graduated from wanting to say hi to actually wanting to talk now on the radio, which is great. But he's going to be so disappointed that he got to miss everybody. He has absolutely loved talking on the radio this weekend with some friends of mine, and it's just been great. I hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend and ready to start their work week. My eye surgeries, well, for the retinopathy, my eye surgeries are now over. I graduated that class with flying colors. Now I graduate to cataracts. Don't know what the VA is going to do about that yet. I'll find out later. Don't know when, but later. I hadn't even looked at my schedule this week to see what I have going on medical-wise, but I know last week was a single, every single day was an appointment, and it got really old really fast. But, yeah, time to sit back and relax and enjoy retirement life with all my snap, crackle, pops in my body. Have a good one. Everyone take care. Wave a hand at all my friends near and far. Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless 73. Back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Shannon. It's always good to hear from you on that. Good. I'm glad you had a good time with the family, and you know we always like to hear from Kenyon as well. So he might be disappointed, but we are as well. So hopefully we'll get him back here on the net, get some comments from him, and hear about how his school and day is going. Sorry to hear about your the health issues you have. I guess that's part of aging. It is what it is, but yeah, glad to get it all sorted out. And it's always good to hear from you, sir. So stay healthy, as healthy as you can. Enjoy the time with the family, and get back with us on the next net. All right, this is K8QKO. And on behalf of myself, the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, the BeaconNet crew, K8QWE, 88MO, K88SLG, K88EPC, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWQR repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWQR repeater, every morning at 7 a.m., except for Sunday. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time. 73 all.
This is Katie at SLG. Where's the after party?
SLG. This is KI5TAQ. How are you?
KI5TAQ. Katie at SLG. Taco Tim. Jeez. I was just going down the list of who do I want to come back to me, and yeah, you weren't on it. I'm just dogging you, Tim. I'm up and down today, man. Went to a ham fest this morning. Way up in Berea, I don't know, next to Cleveland. Close to an hour away. But that was a good time. I got to see a few people that I've talked to for years, but I've never met. And I always find that quite an experience. And I did make a purchase or two, and I'm pretty happy with them so far. But there have been some other issues the last couple of days, so there you go. You know, got to take the good with the bad. What's up with you there, Taco Tim?
Not much, just sitting around resting and relaxing a little bit now. When I was just browsing through before we signed off on the NetLogger, you guys was mentioning, or someone was mentioning Lenny. And I'm thinking, what happened? Did he became silent key today?
Lenny was a pretty good friend of mine, and he lived up by the lake. That would be Erie, Lake Erie, and a couple years older than me, and it's been a rough couple of days. That's all, pretty much all I got to say about that. The guy's a character. There's a repeater system up by him, 5 or 6 repeaters put together, and he answered every call on that chain of repeaters like I answer every call here on the W8WKY, and he was just a fun guy to talk to.
I betcha he was. Because anytime if I was listening in on this Beacon Net, and if he comes in, he'd be a fun guy to listen to as well.
Yeah, in case FQ, and he didn't sound like he was ever in any dire needs of medical. It sounded like he was fully chipper, KCFQB.
KC8FQV, KD8SLG. Hi there, Mark. He's a character. So, anyway, a real fun guy to talk to. He played bass for a band called the Bullet Boys. I've actually seen them show up on my satellite radio from time to time, and he's just a good guy. So that's all I got on that. KDSLG, over to you there, Taco Tim.
W8WKY.
All I can say is all I can say is you guys will have a bunch of good memories of him from here on in. Remember all the good that he's done. Anyways, yeah, one of these times you're going to have to come down here, Nick, and maybe visit a hamfest or two down here, especially the Claremore one, and see what the guys in Claremore do. Because hey, I know you come in on the good old. My mind's almost drawn a blank, but the Boredom Breaker net, and sometimes you get some guys like me that help announce your beacon net.
Go, Mark.
Oh, I'm going to just sit there and listen a little bit. But, yeah, we got Dave in the morning. I got to remember to ask Dave, they had that big thing up at the lake yesterday or over the weekend. Well, I guess they were building boats there. The built boats are going to be christened or something. I'll have to ask him in the morning. NT8D. And I've never gone up to SCPJ Farm yet. They had a thing up there today. There's so many things, you can't get to them all. But this thing called the Internet does leave us get a little closer to them. So, hey, KSFQV.
All right, there, Mark. Well, I got a couple of photos from Dave from over the weekend. He's got the sails in place, and all of the masts and the sails, and he said he was practicing in the driveway this weekend. So I'll see if we can't get Meg out there on the water under sail power sometime in the near future. And by we, I mean Dave. Anyway, and yeah, Taco Tim, yeah. He was that's all. I'd like to come out there and visit y'all sometime. I got a couple of things from the Tulsa area on my bucket list. One of them is the pizza. Everybody tells me about the Di Stefano's pizza, I think it is. I can't remember the name, but when I come out there and visit all y'all, somebody's got to take me out for pizza. And a few other things there as well. So, I don't know. I may have some free time in the near future. I may not. But visiting all y'all out in Oklahoma is on the short list. KDSLG, back to you there, Tim.
Yep, and hopefully maybe get a few good ham purchases at a ham fest there in Claremore. I had maybe a few good ones, and well, shall we say, thanks to Alan, he helped me get my wife situated where we got her radio up and running in her car, and as well as Greg, and helped me connect my little ground plane antenna to the radio. So we're pretty good thus far. So now with all that, who knows, we might be doing some GMRS besides running around town, maybe running.
Okay, SFQV. Yep, you gotta go further. The way you're going, you just continue going that way for another 3 hours. And Nick, be careful about going around that boat in your arm. The arm will probably smack you. But yeah, we're about 3 hours north of them, northeast. KSFQV.
Yeah, Dayton's a good haul for us. That's for sure. But you know how it is. You live out there in the Plains states, man. You know what it's like when you got to drive 3 or 4 hours to get someplace that shouldn't be that far away, but it is. That's fine. I did. I picked up an Astron 20 amp power supply this morning for a steal. I don't know how else to describe But I've been working off of that. I don't know. Well, it's going on 7 or 8 hours now, so it's still working for me. So that makes me happy. You pick up something that's going to last for a decade or so for less than a price of less than a cost of a case of beer. It's a good day. It's a good day. What else? Yeah. Well, if I ever tell you guys I'm coming to Oklahoma, I'm actually going to do it. So I don't know who's out there from OK listening who remembers the pork roast saga, but I do. And yeah, there, Mark. I'm not rearing to jump on a boat and get back on the lake, but I am excited about Dave having everything together for it. I'm still excited for him on that one. But yeah, I still got 6 weeks of physical therapy scheduled, and God knows how many more. So we'll see how that all works out. Back to you there, Tim.
Well, all I can say, get yourself all healed up, and maybe by then you'll be able to get that boat back in the water come springtime. And then after that, who knows, you might be able to say, let's just make that drive to Oklahoma sometime. And maybe for a ham fest if you want to do it. And all I could say is, yeah, we'll possibly see a lot more hams out there at the ham fest there in Claremore than I would possibly say there in Joplin. But, yeah, Dayton, Ohio, there's one way I would love to go to a ham fest there in Dayton, but I'm going to put that off for quite some time. Way quite some time, because that requires gas, and a lot of gas and a lot of money to do it. And I don't think I have either right now. So I'll just be getting ready to go to bed because, well, the playground will be getting ready to call me out, not tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon.
KKO.
Yeah, and make a quick stop at the little room. Yeah, add a little more water to the lake for Dave, KCFQV.
W8WKY.
Heard someone else in there. Who was that?
Kilo Microwave, Quebec Whiskey Echo.
I thought that was you, Nick, but I was walking away to the refrigerator. How you doing, man? And yeah, too much information there, Mark. We don't need to know about your urination habits. But thanks for adding that to the lake. QKO. And Nick, thanks for giving me a minute tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, Nick. It's always, well, not good, but it's sad to. It's good to get the opportunity, but it's sad to lose anyone, no matter who they are. All lives are precious. But anyway, I heard Tim talking about how he'd love to come to Ham Benson sometime. You know, Tim, I'll tell you what. You work it out. You could come up here and probably sync up with somebody here to consolidate the expense if you ever wanted to come to Ham Benson. I know. A couple of years ago, our club actually did a bus trip here from Akron all the way down to Hamvention for the day. So if they ever do something like that again, I don't know if you get any sort of free frequent flyer miles through your occupation, but maybe you can fly up here for relatively cheap and then hitchhike with somebody here in Ohio down to Hamvention. That's always an opportunity. If you want to go, there's ways you can make it happen. I wouldn't mind going down there and camping there for a weekend. I think it'd be a ton of fun. Find like a local, there's some local campgrounds. Just go down there and camp out for the weekend and go for more than one day. I think that'd be awesome. One of these years, hopefully, I find vacation time availability for that sort of thing. But you never know. Keep your ears peeled. Keep your ears on the ground and see how things go. That's my comments anyway. And Mark, yeah, I'm curious what color it was you filled with, because I want to make sure you're well hydrated. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it off to whoever's next. It's KAQKO.
I'm gonna grab it. Thanks for the color. Thanks for the colorization there, Nick. Yeah, you know, Marty has a camper down at Dayton, right outside the entrance there. We should try to hook up with that sometime, Nick. Oh man, I'm sure they have a good time. I know K8LVA took his trailer down this year too. They camped out down there. I don't, dude, I go to Hamfest and I'm not even shopping for stuff. I just like to meet people. I met N8WS this morning, and I never met N8WS. I've been listening to him on the radio and talking to him for years. And same with WW8LB, man. It was great to meet Lee. I talked to Lee for a good while now. He's like pre-barometer net. He gets on the barometer net. He gets on here at like 5:30 in the morning sometimes, and that's when I've talked to him. And he used to be a everyday regular, and he's been sort of intermittent now, so it's great to meet him as well. But Tim, we'd find something for you to do up here. We'd get you, we'd find some place to take you where you could buy us dinner. That's for sure. Over to you there, Tim.
Well, at least you have one part right. The company I work for, yes, they do fly up into Dayton because I did that on one trip. But as far as anything else, if I was to, like, say, buy a ton of stuff, well, I think the company would have to sit there and tell me, hey, Tim, you need to pay some money because you'd have too many bags coming on board the plane. And that all depends on how many bags I decide to take, too. Because if I'm going, well, I'd have to have my wife come along with me on that. But anyways, hoping and praying that she also gets her ham license when she gets it and at what time frame she does get it. But anyway, I don't think I get any frequent flyer miles out of that. If I do, it'd be, well, I don't know. I never done collected frequent flyer miles. But anyways, like I said, that's going to be way down the road for me to do something like that. And, well, I'll just say good night to you all and 7-3s. This is KI5TAQ, and I'm going to go to bed. You all take care.
All right, KAQQ here. I'll take it. All right, Tim. I'll say if your company flies into Cleveland or Akron, that's even better because that's where we are, and that's where most of our travel to the convention come from. So you never know. Maybe it'll work out. If your wife's not a ham radio operator, maybe you drop her off at Akron, and she and my wife hang out for a little bit, and you and I go to Hamvention. You never know. The point that I'm making is there's options out there. So if you're looking at years down the road to get there, it might not have to be years if we work something out. So that's the way that's the way the community goes. So we can always explore those options in the future if you want to do them. I would like to go back to the convention. I had a good time the last time I was there. I ended up with a new antenna for my truck, which was a giant common antenna, but it's way higher than I would like it to, so it hits all the drive-thrus when I go through. But that's what I came back with, and I had a really good time when I was there. I would like to go back. This year it wasn't in the works. I don't know if next year will be or not, but we'll see how life goes and see how things work out. But yeah, you don't have to wait too long. There's options. You have connections now. You can talk to us, and we can figure it out, and we can all work together and make things happen. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to step off myself and go to bed. It's been a long day. Got back from camp out with my son's Boy Scout troop. It's a big thing this weekend. Came home, had a sick dog, took him to the vet on a Sunday, which was more expensive than I wanted to be. And here I am now. So it's time for bed, time to get up and go to work tomorrow. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to, I think, SLG. And this is KAQKO, and I'll be clearing your final, 73.
KAQKO, KDSLG. Yeah, good night there, Nick. Fine business tonight. And Taco Tim, I think you guys already disconnected, so I'm talking to dead air there. And KC8FQV, if you're still out there, man, I'm about ready to call it a night, too. I started dark and early this morning, heading up to Berea. So good to hear all y'all out there tonight. KI5TAQ, KE8QKO, KI5TAQ. This is KDSLG. I'm going to bid you all adieu. KDSLG, I'm clear.
All right, Nick. Yeah, you did better than me today. But yeah, we'll catch you in the morning. I don't know if you're going to be driving the bus or you're going to be at the back of the bus. But I'm sure Dave's going to be really talking that thing up. He's going to be wanting to take the airtime for tomorrow because he got them sales going and getting close. So, great hearing, everyone. And now, I guess now that Lenny's up there, he'll take them antenna whips and them coaxes and yank us around if he wants to. So we'll say 73s and catch everyone down the line and down the waves. KCFQV.
W8WKY.